Then they sort of sound like In Excess. I don't know if I'd ever listen to these guys again. But then you suggested someone that was fun to learn about was Emma Griner. She's a Canadian singer-songwriter. Okay, in theory, I'm going to hate her right now, but I liked her because she's a bass nerd. What you said, and because you said that, I did some investigating, and she plays some of the raddest basses, and that's so rad that she's actually like a singer-songwriter with a bass, not a guitar, and that makes her a little different. And she's got great basses. YouTuber, she's all vintage, all everything, and like this. Like she would play something like this, which is a Vox short scale bass, flat wound strings, 1967. I found it in Tucson at Chicago Joe's, which at one point was an amazing place to go and find guitars. This bass is great. Why? It's got a distortion switch in it. It's also got like a little treble bass boost, and it's got a little tuner. That actually plays a G note. Italian, of course. Okay. Okay. Where the fuck am I now? Okay, Chalk Maze. Anyway, that was fun. The Emma stuff was good. Chalk Maze, you really were ripping on me for Eazy-E, and that's fine. I deserve it. But I'm really happy that you suggested this. Einstürzende Neubauten, that's how I've always said it. They're pioneering industrial band, seminal, completely Einstürzende Neubauten. That's first introduced to this band when I was in college. The guy his name was Mark, and he the first guy that I did acid with, and he was the first guy that I heard this band through. Not on that same time that we did acid. I was seeing too many people pop out of sidewalks that night. It was that was strange. Memorable. Good though. Anyway, the guy in this band, Blixa, who formed this band, ended up playing with Nick Cave. This is a great band. You should be familiar. And they have one of the best logos ever. Then you went on to suggested Empire of the Sun. We already talked about. Johnny, ELO. Yeah, really. No. Eddie Grant, early 80s. Yeah, I like listening to this. Eddie Grant, he formed this this new... he trademarked this thing called ring bang music, which is a Caribbean sort of ideology, sort of genre that includes like calypso and soca and all this kind of music down there. But anyway, it's good listening to a song. Amber, you said Enigma, and you said it's perfect for sex. Not if you're fucking me. It's not perfect. I don't really know when I would listen to Enigma. I wouldn't be listening to Enigma when I was having sex. That's for sure. Dylan, would you? Dylan, I'm going to ask Dylan that next time I see him. Because Dylan works for West Indian Girl, and you suggested LP, and it had no effect on me whatsoever. And no interest to even click on anything else. Then you said Extra Welt, which was minimal techno. And I like this, but I think I'd have to listen to this in a club to really get the full effect, not at my desk here. Okay. Let me go. Let me see who's next. Okay. And then Nick, you suggested another German. Lots of Germans tonight. Eberhard Weber. I'm sure you say Weber. He's a bass player, and this is great. This is a jazz guy. I watched all his videos. He's got more talent in his pinky than I do, in my whole body. It was a really informative post. And I think a few people that are reading this blog will like that, because I know there's a few music heads on this. Sulat, come on. You got to play by the rules. You got to give me links, okay? You can't just mention, 3 good bands and 4 shitty bands that start with E. name 2 and then give me 2 links, okay? And then we'll discuss. Amy from the band. Amy, your screen name, you need to, I don't even know how to say that. Pantera Rosa. You suggested Elliott Smith, and it will surprise you that I have 5 Elliott Smith records. I know that will surprise you. I like his lushier, trippier stuff. Elliott Smith was killed, and you know what? They should put this on TV because the case is still open. He was found with 2 stab wounds to his chest, and they don't know who did it. And they should put this on TV. I don't know if they have. Maybe they did. And then you suggested Ellen Alien, which is Berlin's techno queen. Again, sort of like Dylan, I need to hear this in a club. It's tough for me to judge on a laptop for this stuff. Andrew was calling me out on Eazy-E. Okay, well no, you were calling me out on thumbing my nose at Daft Punk and actors that try to be musicians. I mean, listen, I can say whatever I want to say on this because it's my blog, and my opinions are going to be, I am going to be fucking snarky and opinionated and maybe a jerk at some time, and I'm going to stereotype. But I guess the point that I was saying, Daft Punk, it's all about production, and I like Daft Punk, but I'm saying that production is huge, and sometimes production makes your band. It almost, at a point, it eclipses everything else that's going on. So yeah, it is about the music, but it's a little lost too. And then the other guy, it's like, okay, give me, you name 2 actors. Give me an actor that's actually a better musician than he is an actor. And how about a musician that's actually a better actor than they are a musician? I mean, maybe J-Lo and Will Smith that come to mind are better actors than they are musicians. Probably, I'd say, in my mind they are. But you give me an actor that's gone over to be a musician, and then we can talk. But I didn't like it. And you know what? That's the beauty about this thing, because we can disagree and share opinions. Alright, you suggested, I don't know how to even say this, Ella Kalisa. Anyway, they were, I can't say that. They were early 90s Finnish rock band. It's sort of like a joke. They take popular songs and they do this Finnish thing, which is like a oompa, and add it in there. It was good to learn about this. Because I didn't know, and I thought it was just strange and bizarre. And then you suggested another German industrial dance band, Icebreaker, I think. Icebreaker is how you'd say it, probably. Again, you know, you'd probably have to listen to that in a club. Cosby fucking made me crack up when I listened to this. When I clicked this link, I didn't know, he didn't list who it was, but it's a rare Elton John footage from 1975 singing Philadelphia Freedom on Soul Train, which is awesome. That was when Elton John was cool. Then you said English beat, ska revivalist. Of course they're important, but I'm on the edge with the English beat. And then you said fuck Easy, and I'm jealous because you put Eric B. and Rakim, which it was awesome. I wish I had. This is one of my favorite songs. I wish I had it, and I didn't.